Hi, my name is Rafael Sotolongo, and I am the Percussion Ensemble Director at Legacy Production Company.
I am Mike Lau, and I am the Ensemble Coordinator at Legacy Percussion.
This year's show is called Synesthesia, The World Through the Lens of an Artist. Our concept is rather unique, where we're trying to combine sensory, movement, shape to be all within one production.
It's a telling of one version of synesthesia, as there are many different versions of synesthesia. More specifically, we address tone color synesthesia, where basically you can see colors and shapes when you hear specific notes.
The show begins with the concept that music is a visual experience. We see our artists starting to hear isolated rhythms and trying to piece them all together, while also playing with the idea that they're blended sensories now, where we introduce light in the beginning of the first movement to the music is a new perception that they're unsure about. And collectively, towards the end of the first movement, they're treating their new perception as brushstrokes to a blank canvas.
At the beginning of one, you'll see certain light effects that we're gonna incorporate within each individual member. So that way we're giving a visual representation of what someone with this form of synesthesia would be seeing while they're listening to music.
Movement 2, we see our artists go through a little bit of creative chaos. Creativity is not linear. There is moments where you'll see within Movement 2, the artist goes through a little bit of rhythm conflicting, sensory overload, but towards the end of Movement 2, we do see some sort of clarity break through their lens. Movement 3 is where everything starts to make sense. The artist starts to see how sound and color flow seamlessly together.
So about halfway through our third movement, we reintroduce our character out into the audience to do a little bit more visualization of what a synesthete might experience during a specific musical phrase. And then that is paired with a left side and right side of the floor, where there is audio happening on one side and there is a visual element happening on the other. And the visual representation of that is almost as if both of those two separate entities are merging together and becoming one.
Movement 4, what I like to call as the masterpiece, is when the artist has finally reached their full understanding of synesthesia.
As best as possible, what we're trying to give is a full sensory experience, or our version of a full sensory experience, where as many visual elements and as many musical elements as we can are brought to the floor.
The finale is an explosion of color, rhythm, synesthesia in its essence, its final form. And it's what the artist itself wants to portray to the audience. And we hope that Movement 4 does do that, and you can finally see what the artist sees. I want the audience to walk away with a new perception of reality unlike they've ever seen before.
At the very least, if we don't reach everybody, maybe we reach a handful of people and give a little bit better of an appreciation for what synesthesia is, or at least a version of synesthesia.
This year's Legacy Percussion season is a very important season to us, as this is the first time we are in a competitive state.
The most special thing about this ensemble is that it is the inception of Legacy Percussion, at least the South Florida version. You know, with a first-year group comes a lot of hardships, right? But also comes a lot of triumphs too, because in some sense there is no expectation, right? So literally the sky's the limit, right? You can start from zero and make what you want out of the group, and the group can make whatever they want this year and for future years. And I think that that's something very special that not a lot of groups get to have.